Yeah, we back in the zone. Time to tighten the frame. Mind sharp, body strong. Yeah, we lifting the game. Fit and Sanity, the crew. We be breaking the limits. No excuses, no fear. We go hard every minute. Take the great in the lab. Jordan holding it down. We talk health, real life. How to rise from the ground. If you ready for the change, take a breath, lock in. It's the podcast for the warriors. Let's begin. 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 Let's begin.
Welcome back to Fit and Sanity. Hey, how y'all like that intro though?
Man, that intro was definitely lit. Man, we picked a good intro for that one, bro.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so welcome back to Fit and Sanity, the show where we talk about staying strong in your body and in your mind, even when life gets a little messy. I'm your host, Tay the Great. And my co-host, Jordan.
Yo, what it do, guys? It's your boy, J Wolf, a.k.a. Alpha Wolf, a.k.a. Mr. J Swole. Want to walk sideways through doors.
Yeah. All right, so listen, y'all. Last week, we kicked things off with how to build momentum and start your 6-month fitness journey. But today's episode is a little different. This one's about resilience, right? So we want to go about showing up when life hits hard.
Well, you know, man, because sometimes no matter how motivated you are, life does throw a lot of bricks at you. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you have to find a way to try to mitigate the situation. So, again, for me, it's the gym. When life does get hard, I have to hit the gym, because if I don't, then I'm going to be stuck in my weariness for the whole entire day. So, yes, the gym is definitely a protocol for me.
Definitely. I mean, that makes sense. I feel the same way. I don't even take pre-workout. I go all for raw emotion in the gym.
I remember telling you that yesterday, and I asked you, like, I don't do pre-workout. I do aminos. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. That works.
All right, so going back off what Jordan said, our guest today embodies resilience. Feraud, he's a husband, he's an entrepreneur, full-time employee, and someone who's learning how to rebuild his fitness and caring for his family through everything that he's going through, all while running his own company, which is dope, by the way. So you want to go ahead and introduce him?
Yes, yeah, man. So he's here to talk about what it really takes to keep going when the world doesn't slow down for you at all. Mr. Feraud, take it away, bro.
Yeah, appreciate. Thanks for having me here. I almost did not come today. This week has been very busy for me.
Oh, wow.
I had some trade shows I went to, and then, of course, all the other rigmarole between doing bridge work and taking care of the family and wife. I had to make time, but it's cool.
Hey, and you know what? We appreciate you coming to the show.
Oh yeah,
we know you're
definitely
busy.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it, man. We talked too much about it. I had to keep my end of the bargain. So.
And just for you guys that don't know, I actually train Feraud. He's actually one of my clients. We work together, and this guy is very, very inspirational. I feel like me starting my LLC and going ahead and jumping in with this podcast, my man had a lot of words of wisdom to help that happen.
I try, man. I always try to help people who help me, and I'm here no matter what you need.
Right.
And keep in mind, listen to what that man just said. I wasn't going to come, but I still made an effort to come. That should give you guys what we are here about when it comes to life. You said something, bro. Literally, that hit here.
Oh, yeah.
Because you didn't want to, you almost didn't make it, right. But then you're here. So
let me tell you, those days, especially going to the gym, there's days where I don't want to go, but I know that those are days I got to go. And if I don't, then it'll mess up my whole routine, and then I can't show up for my family when I need to. But once I'm there, I just put belt to ass and then get it done.
There you go. I'm with that. As a matter of fact, that's going to be a logo on one of the shirts that I make on the back of it.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready to wear it.
Yeah. That's going to be cool.
All right. But okay, Feraud, we've talked a lot. Some of the things that inspired me about you that a lot of people won't know about you and you're going to kind of inform us about. You went through some things at home, right?
Yep.
Your wife, taking care of that. You want to go ahead and kind of inform the audience?
So, first off, I'm a structural welding inspector. I do long-term projects on bridges and buildings and stuff like that. And it takes a lot of my time. Usually, like this week, I've probably done 90 hours of work. Yeah. Just being there, we work usually 7/12s, which is 7 days a week, 12-hour days. And then I come home and take care of the family. About 2 years ago, that like at the end of 23, we found out my wife had stage 2 breast cancer. And it kind of just threw us all in the loop. And it didn't put no strain, man. It was my time to show up, and I did everything that I do. She's still around. Don't take it as she died.
All right.
She's still kicking it.
Yeah. You have me on the brink, like,
no. She's good. She's good. But man, that first couple of weeks, we didn't know what to do. We didn't have no game plan or anything, and I think that was the most stressful part because, like I said, we didn't know. But as soon as we met her team, she has the best team. If this is going to sound weird, but if you ever have cancer, go to Presby Dallas. They have an amazing team, and she got her game plan from her doctors, and we stuck with it. She went through, I want to say, like 35 rounds of chemo and probably 14 rounds of radiation. And then she had her mastectomy, and I probably said that wrong, and her reconstruction surgery about last week. And so throughout that whole time, I think I may have missed one time, and I made it a fact to just tell my jobs, like, hey, I gotta go.
Right.
If you're not with it, I'm gone.
That's
So
what's important right there.
and so they understood. They let me have that time. And during this whole process, we got to a point once she got through with her radiation, I got a wild hair in my butt and started a laser cutting business called F&A Distribution.
Right.
And we've been up and running for about a year now, and we're doing good, man. It's just a lot of work. I had a lot of juggles.
I love
Nice.
that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what? One thing that I feel like is no one talks about how hard it is and
Oh, yeah.
how much things change when you have to care for someone.
Oh, yeah.
On top of your regular routine, because when we get in love, everything, you don't consider something's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's going to get sick. You're in love, you're just doing your thing. And for better or for worse, right?
Yeah,
It changes.
Yeah.
And
Definitely got tested on that.
yeah, you got tested, but look at what you did.
Oh, yeah.
Look how you showed up.
Man, let me tell you, there's I don't know the statistic, but my wife's always telling me she's part of these breast cancer groups, and excuse me, and a lot of these guys that are spouses of them just leave, which I had never understood. Like, God puts this person in your life that you're supposed to take care of and grow with, and then you just leave them at the lowest part of their life. It's just wild.
Yeah.
And so that's not in my character. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't. So I stepped up and showed out,
amazing.
there every day. Caregiving for her is never a chore. It is actually probably the best part of this whole ordeal. I never laughed so hard with her and going through all sorts of emotions and stuff. But one thing that she'll never has gotten from me is being scared about the process. I'm a person that plans all the time, and as long as we stick with that plan, I'm good to go. I'm 100% into it. That's part of this whole resilience thing that you're talking about. I've had patience. I used to be a welding teacher. I've taught all types of people how to weld and stuff, so I have patience there. And I've always been a person that sees it through. I kind of blame it on being born here in Texas.
Right.
I'm naive enough to think I can do anything and stubborn enough to make it happen, you know?
That's the Texas model.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on, man. You know that is. Us Texans, man. If you can't do it, we can do it.
And some, man. Try to make it look easy and probably fail on the way up, but we get it done. And so my whole, I don't even call it a struggle, but the thing I learned most is to trust the process and don't get in the way of the plan, you know.
Right.
A lot of us, especially like working out and stuff, we are like, oh man, I want to do this and do that. And as soon as we start getting sore, we're like, man, I can't go do that. Let me tell you, starting working out with you, dude, sometimes I get lactic acid like real bad. I have dinosaur chicken arms, can't lift nothing, and up there just for hours with a massage gun and stuff like that, trying to get that out. But seeing my wife go through all these ordeals and come out like with grace and beauty throughout the entire process. And I can't complain. I can't.
I love that.
I gotta
Seriously.
I gotta show up. Yeah, and she's just making me look bad if I
See, that's what
if
I'm
I
talking
don't.
about.
You know.
Yeah.
And now since she got this reconstruction surgery, she's talking about doing kind of like this CrossFit program. And I'm just like, dude, I hate burpees with a passion. Like he's trying to get me doing before. I was like, I ain't doing it, dude. I'll jump her up all day, but a burpee, nah, we fighting.
How many of you guys right now are listening or will be listening to this thinking, how motivation is that to someone that can literally go through something like that and still have the epitome and still have the resilience, still have the motivation to continue to do, you know what, I went through this. Let's do something even more life-changing. Let me change even more for myself. That is, man, that's a miracle story, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest, man, I'm kind of going through some stuff right now with my own family right now, and you know, trying to get my brother who is, you know, suffering from water retention in his feet. You know, it's hard to motivate someone when they're so down on their luck, you know, and you try to push them, and you know, I can only hope to God that he does come, you know, hey, bro, let's go to the gym. You know, if I can, you know, until you can only push somebody so far into where they'd be like, you know what, I'm just at that stuck plateau, and honestly, man, I just really hope he comes out of it. It's a scary thought just to even talk to him, and he's like, I'm all right.
Man, let me tell you, my wife going through chemo. What it does is going through those treatments. That medicine breaks down those cancer cells, and they pass through your blood system and your bladder. And so if you don't drink a lot of water and exercise, you'll just wither away. And so throughout the entire process, when she was tired, couldn't move, we walked a mile every day. No matter if I was tired, she walked, I would still walk with her too. You know, it'll be like, I remember 24 was like real cold. We had that snap freeze.
Right.
It was like, I want to say 24 degrees outside. Her ass and me were outside walking around the block, bundled up. I'm up here freezing. Just horrible. but we did it. You know, we pushed through. And she was able to just knock it, just run through it, man. Her team is like awestruck at how well she's handled all this. And I tell you, it's from drinking water, walking, getting up and moving around. If you just lay there and allow your body to think, oh, we're quitting? All right, I'm quitting then. you know?
Big bro, are you hearing this right now? Because I guarantee when this comes out, you better be here to listen to this part right here, man.
If you need me to go talk to him, I will go talk to him.
Man, I'll give you my address right now, dog.
I will show up, man. Let me know. Because I could show you. Like right now, she's on bed rest. She, like I said, she had a reconstruction surgery. So at first she was only able to be up for like 20 minutes at a time. She was doing 30. She's allowed to be up for 45 minutes, up like 2 hours, 3 hours, standing up straight. And this is like a 4-week process. She had week 2 already doing week 3 and week 4 stuff.
Nice.
And she hates laying down. We got 2 young boys, 5 and 10, and they're a handful. And she homeschooled them the entire time throughout all the cancer. Yeah, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like one thing I will say to that is you don't know what someone else is going through. So this is kind of off subject, but be kind to people. Be kind to one another. A lot of times we as people we could get offended about maybe someone didn't speak to you or they looked at you in a certain way. That person could have, for example, Feraud.
Yeah.
That person could have a lot on their mind. Jordan,
Right.
you got things you're going through. A lot on your mind. I got my own personal stuff. We all got things we're going through. So that's random, but
No,
But
It's
it's,
100%.
true, man. Like I said, it's one of those things where we look at, not all battles are fought on the outside. Sometimes it's battles that's fought on the inside. You
that's
know what I
great.
mean? You just, again, be kind. You said, bro, again, a little bit off topic. Again, you just don't know what somebody's going through. You can be out in the middle of the day and someone just mean to you for no reason. You just don't know what they're going through at the end of the day. That was a cue for me to,
Bring it up.
Break it up. Sorry, because I was gonna go into a complete soap opera. But again,
No.
it's one of those things you just don't know what somebody's going through. You know what I mean? So if me not knowing your story, if I come up, like, hey man, why you bump into me? You'd be just like, look, bro, I'm kind of going through some stuff. And some people will tell you, hey man, I just got a lot on my mind.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And at that point, your cues be like, I'm sorry, man. I hope everything goes well for you. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. That first week, I would have said, "Today's your lucky day, man." We've been touching
That's
every
definitely a Texas thing. Today
yeah,
is your lucky
every
day. bro.
corner in that parking lot. We'll touch it, man.
I'm sorry. That is a Texas thing to the day we die. Today is your lucky day.
Yeah,
And you have to say it with an accent. You can't
Oh,
you can't just say it. Today's your lucky day. No, you got to say it with an accent. So,
Yeah.
That real Texas got to be there.
That
Oh,
real
yeah.
Texas got to be there.
that's one of my favorite things. The country sayings. There was I used to work at this shop. We used to build fire trucks, and this old guy and this young guy used to work together. And the young guy would always borrow tools from him and never put them back. And the old dude was like, "Man, I read a book about people like you. You know what this said?" And the guy's like, "What?" He said, "No good, no good." And they would always be talking crap to each other. Just be hilarious, man.
That's funny. So that everyone listening, just know, like, everyone should be able to relate to what's going on right now and Feraud's story, because I believe, like, we're all carrying something heavy. I don't think there's a person on this planet that isn't going through something right now. So even if you are going through something, you hear our voices. We survived it, and we're still continuing to fight every day. And so what I want to do next is let's define what resilience means to you guys, right? Let's unpack it. I mean, we throw the word around a lot. What does it mean to you right now, Feraud?
For me, is a time to show up when most people don't show up, and to, I don't want to say perform, but it's perform what you're supposed to do no matter what.
Right.
Bring it back to my wife. Whenever she's going through this, she I want to say had like breakdowns and stuff, but she's going through it, scared, not knowing what's coming or going. And that's the time for me to show up as a husband to say, hey, we got it. If I ain't worried about it, you don't need to be worried about it.
Right.
We're going to do what the doctor says to the T and some. And that's what we did. When she got her mastectomy the first time, her parents came down, and of course, that's their baby. And we're in the waiting room, and they started to, I won't say freak out, but they were getting to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to tell them the same thing. I was like, if anybody's here that's not upset or going crazy, it's me. If I'm calm, y'all need to be the same. And that was one thing that I made a goal for my wife from myself to my wife, is to give her as much foundation and strength to get through all this. And that's what I did, man.
Amazing.
Still doing it.
That's amazing, man. Like, I'm with that.
And resilience for me, which I kind of use its little brother, mitigation, because that's what you have to do, especially when you're getting hit with situations that you can't control. So you have to find ways to actually mitigate it to continue doing what you're doing. And I've been hit with a lot of with a lot of whammies in these past couple of months, and so me is going to have to just to get up in the morning and keep going, set that alarm clock for that exact same time, get up and go and do what you got to do, because at the end of the day, at least you said, hey, I did it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, there's some, like right now, like I didn't even want to work out after my my client session, but my mind was like, if you don't work out, are you really being resilient right now? Because you know you really need to work out.
Shoot, I got to go to work after this.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, honestly, to be honest, that's what resilience means to me, is just to keep pushing past whatever's being thrown at you. Because if you let it get to you and you decide to just let it get to you, you're going to let everything else get to you.
Yep. There's a book I read called The Obstacle is the Way, especially if you're trying to attain goals in your life. A lot of times life will put something to block you from that goal to see how really much you want that, and you have to push through it and get to the other side. And that book showed me all that, and it's 100% true, man. We get to walls. Like, I used to run a lot. Like, there's pictures when I was like 25, looked like I was anemic because I used to run six miles every day.
Oh wow!
And where I live at is all hills, and so I went from 230 to 170, man.
Oh wow!
Just running.
Yeah.
And I was going through it mentally, man. And that was my way of handling that. And during those runs, you'll hit that wall. And I used to imagine me pushing through a wall to get to that goal, and it got me to be able to run.
The power of your imagination.
Oh yeah, and a lot of metal music, man. So
I'm with you on that. Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Who's your favorite metal band?
So I have a couple. Gojira.
Oh, okay.
There's a band called Mastodon I like. Animals as Leaders is a real good band. There's so many, dude. But Gojira right now is on repeat.
Okay.
Constantly. That was my wife's a metalhead too, and there's two albums. There's one album this last year that Kendrick Lamar's GNX, what it was called. That one, we listened to the whole thing every time we would have to go to the hospital. But during all the chemos and radiation, she would listen to Gojira. We would just listen to the full catalog of albums and stuff, and she get in her mind to attack that stuff, and she did. She kicked its ass.
There you go.
Sorry about
I
cussing,
have to
man.
go off script real quick. Listen. All right. What's the number one song? If a song came on right now, or a group artist, what would be you guys' number one? Like you just said, you had a few metal bands that you like. Let's go maybe top two or three artists that you listen to, or songs that will literally, for me, I will say, there's this song, Down with the Sickness. You've heard that?
Disturbed.
Anything with Eminem. Like, it makes me want to pick up the entire gym. You know what I mean? What about you guys?
Man, I love so much that it's hard for me to choose that. Shoot. There's a couple songs. There's a song by Pantera called Domination. Whenever I would go out of town and have to fly back, you know, when you're about to land and your company buys your ticket, you're in the back on the tail, so you're like sloshing all over the sides. I would listen to that song. I was like, man, if this is gonna be it, I'm gonna go play it. And so I would play that. Anything by Mastodon and Gojira, really. I always get motivation. There was this band called Killswitch Engage.
Oh yeah,
when I was younger.
That's a very good band.
And I listened to them running up those hills every day. But just to pick one, I don't know if I can. Yeah.
About you, Jordan?
Usually for me at this point now, I've kind of, my music source now is just all over the place. I mean, it's not, I can't just listen to metal at one point and I listen to heavy metal, or I got out of the deathcore stuff for a long time ago. That's back when I was in the high school phase.
Same here.
But right now, man, to be honest, the two songs that I can, or two people, bands, I guess you can say to a certain degree. Right now, God rest his soul, everyone knows who Chester Bennington is.
Yeah.
Linkin Park. Yeah. Any song from Linkin Park, but my favorite one would have to be From the Inside.
Yeah.
I've kind of been recently put on to another artist by the name of Leon Bridges. What's the name of the song is Bad News. That song for me got me through my situations a few months ago back with my older job, and at this point now, I can really say that I made a good thing out of bad news. So if it wasn't for me coming to the gym, working out, and actually meeting my boy Feraud, I never would have been in the situation right now where I'm at now, doing this whole podcast deal. So
it's wild how music be saving people at work all the time.
You know what I mean? It's like it's just one of those things. You know how you look at those cartoons or movies when they put the headphones in, everything in the world just kind of like
yeah.
That's exactly how I feel.
Well, I've learned, another one of my clients, this is what we call a main character moment. When you're in there and when the music is going and you're like locked in, you're having a main character moment. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. You could just be having a main character moment and walk straight by someone without saying hi. You ain't thinking about it. Like, you're locked in. You know what I mean? We've all been there.
You get that what they call it, that tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I get people ask me all the time, bro. I talk to you. You're pretty cool. I was like, man, well, look at you. You look mean. It's not that, bro. I just be locked into. I just
thinking of the grocery list.
Yeah.
That's me, man. Just be in the mirror, me mugging the hell out of somebody, and then in my mind, I'm like, man, did I turn off the oven or do this?
Hey, I'll think about, did I close the garage?
Yeah, just look like you about to fight.
Not one of them eggs better be broken.
All right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we'll get back into it. Let's talk about life, business, and balance, right? Let's talk about your business, Feraud.
So I started a company called F&A Distribution. We do precision laser cut parts and welding as well.
By the way, while he's talking, I'm holding this nice little something you can actually do a bicep curl with. Because how much is this weight? Like what?
Probably 5-10 pounds.
It's heavy.
It's a piece of 2-inch steel. And
imagine get hit in the head with that.
Oh yeah, you don't want to. So our table, it's a 20 kilowatt table. It uses a fiber laser source, and so best way to think of it is you take a laser pointer and a glass cable, which is fiber laser, and we have probably 1 million of those inside of a box, and they all fire at different rates and speeds, and they collect into a resonator and fire out into the laser head. We use that head. It has multiple magnifying glasses, and we focus it, and we're able to cut steel with it. And we have all sorts of other stuff that we could do with it. We're able to cut from 30 gauge up to 2-inch thick material. That's that big block that he was talking about. And we've been in business for about a year, and we're doing good, man. I can always do better.
Right.
I'm one person, if I'm not swamped with something, I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Right.
Like this week, there's a trade show called Boombastic. This is a bunch of CNC machines, and we're thinking about expanding to do milling and lathe work within our business. And I have 2 business partners, Nick and Alex. Without them, I would not be able to do what I do, man. We all do different things within the business, and we all complement each other. If you want to grow, you got to have a team, a good team.
I agree. And you know what? That's a good thing, because entrepreneur is hard.
Oh, yeah.
Entrepreneurship is hard enough by itself, right?
Yeah.
You're doing something by yourself. I was going to do this podcast alone.
Yeah.
Right? And then I met Jordan, and I was like, yo, I'm not doing it by myself.
Share the load, dude. It helps.
It's great to have.
I couldn't imagine, like, we're able to cut 2-inch thick material, and the size of our table is a 5 foot by 12. So usually put like a 4x8 sheet on there.
Right.
A 4x8 sheet of 2-inch material is like almost 4,000 pounds, and I couldn't do that by myself.
Right.
If I dropped, so our machine, it costs probably almost $500,000.
Jeez.
And I drop a 2-inch thick piece of steel on that, I would quit. I'll go to jail on myself.
Right. Let me ask you, what made you, because I know you said you kind of got a wild hair up your butt after everything with your wife. What made you start your business, and how did you gain the courage? Because I mean, entrepreneurship is not an easy thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know it was expensive.
Oh yeah.
So, what gave you the courage to say, you know what, I'm just going to go for it this time?
So I've been talking with my wife about doing this type of business for, I want to say, like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And my job that I do now is so demanding that I don't have time really to do anything else. And so this place I work at now, I've been working there for 5 years, but I used to work for a different company where I would travel the United States looking at bridges and going to shops and making sure that they were doing what they were contracted to do. I did the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium, a bunch of those components, bridges all over the place. And then I got this job so I could stop traveling because I felt bad for my wife, just because she was at home with the boys and she was cool with me traveling and stuff, but I wasn't cool with it. On the construction site, a lot of those guys talk about Sancho's, which is a guy who comes when you're not there. Yeah, man, I didn't want no Sancho at the house, so I had to come back. Not that my wife would do that, but I didn't want, how you guys, man, that's the last thing you want to do. And so I came home and I found this place. I've been working for 5 years. I was able to do the TCU Stadium, that expansion. We had a new scoreboard and a new level. I did that. Every steel bridge on 635 is my bridge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every last one of them.
That's great.
And that's probably why there's so much traffic, because we've been building those bridges and messing up all the roads.
Oh, my
Stay
God.
off of it.
So basically, we're paying you for the
Yes,
tolls on the road. We're paying you for the construction.
Not me. You're paying some other companies doing that, but I make sure that the people building it are doing it correctly. During that, I started a company called Oracle Structural Inspection Services, and I was doing small stuff here and there just to fill the gap whenever we were getting slow. And then I like doing it. It is part of my certification, and I was able to help people, but my passion is in manufacturing. And so when my wife was going through all that, it was draining on me. That, like I said, that first week I probably had like 3 or 4 like mental breakdowns, because we got 2 boys. If she would have passed away, I don't know what to do, especially them being homeschooled. And it was a lot.
Right.
And my way of handling that stuff is talk to somebody or do something. And I didn't have nobody to talk to, so I chose to do something about it. And I started this business. I found my 2 business partners, and we all kicked off very well. I told them my idea about doing the precision cutting and fabrication, and they were down for it from the jump. And we started, like I said, in February. We got our SBA loan approved in March, which is not a thing.
Yeah.
Our bank told us that we were the first people that come in there that had their stuff together from start to finish. And so we went through that whole process, and we found a building. We found one building, and then we're like, hey, this ain't for us. And we ended up at the second building that we're at now in Burleson. And it's just been going good, man. I got some advice for people too, man, especially guys. And especially if you're married, get a hobby. Get a hobby. If you're not doing something with your hands that's productive, even if it's games, if gaming's your thing and that helps you relax and get your mind off the crap, do it.
Yeah.
Unless the game glitches on you, then now
then
you're using the controller for something else.
Yeah, don't be positive with it, but you got to have something, dude. If you're just idle, you're gonna start doing dumb stuff, dude. And being the Sancho for somebody else.
I like that.
I'm for real,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, I don't think he's lying.
Me and my wife
do a lot of stuff
been
together.
married for 14 years now. We don't
Congratulations.
argue or nothing. We talk
Amazing.
constantly. She's my best friend, and I give it two things why it's like that. One, I'm not a bad person. I love my wife actually, but two is the hobbies, dude. You know, sometimes we get on each other's nerves. I'm like, hey, I got to go to the garage and make something.
Yeah.
And this business was one of those things that I got to do. But man, every day she always sending me affirmations, really feeding into me. And I'm just trying to give it back to her, you know.
I feel that.
Yeah,
There would never be a Sancho in your home.
I know, man.
There would never be that in your
no.
home.
No,
If he is, you better be paying some bills, dude.
Yeah,
You know, help out around here.
Yeah.
I love that.
that is hilarious. Good. I like that.
Yeah.
I love that you did that, man. That's actually amazing.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. Shoot, we got some serious bills. Probably like 30, 40 grand a month that we got to bring in.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, because that's the business. Yeah,
yeah.
you told me about that.
And so I'm constantly giving out cards to people. Like I went to that trade show this week, and it's a bunch of CNC manufacturers there. They're giving out brochures and stuff. I got on my business hat and shirt, and they give you this swag bag so you can put all the brochures in. I put all my flyers in there.
Right. There you
I'm
go.
walking around talking to people. It's like, hey, man, let me show you this. And I give them a flyer too and just start talking to them about the business. And just going from there, I've learned through this that all the questions that you don't know is because you don't ask.
I agree.
And I constantly go to people and ask, hey, do you need something cut? Or, hey, can we help you with a problem that you're having? And so much business that we've gotten has come from that. And I enjoy this process, the whole process of it. I love it.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm in a weird spot trying to transition from working for somebody to working for myself, and it's fun, but it's a lot.
No, I can imagine.
Yeah, like I said, I barely get any sleep.
Yeah. That's I guess if you were
I've canceled with you and rescheduled multiple times.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, I understand it.
Yeah.
You see, I'm a hustler myself. I do a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I get it. When you cancel, I get it.
Yeah. But not today. I made sure to be here.
Yeah, you're
tell
here.
everybody no.
That's it. You're here.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the mindset shift.
Man, mindset. To be honest, it's just that you have to have a mindset. Kind of lost for words, man, because it's like I said, your mind can actually really play a lot of tricks on you, especially when you're trying to do something positive. It also plays as like, hey, is it really worth it?
Right.
And like I said, I used to have this thing where I used to say that, you know, your heart is like time and your mind's like a river.
Right.
You know, while that mind is slowly rushing into those ways, if you give it time, it should be able to connect in a way. That way it can actually flow the way it should.
Yeah.
Like I said, because, you know, our hearts are always set on something, but that mind is like,
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a
And
lot of
that's
steps
exactly
in there, man. You think you can do it?
exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
your heart's like, oh, no, I know I can do it. But then it's like, it's that big clash. And so then at that point, when you're not resilient,
Yep.
it'll make you stop doing what
Right.
you should be, what you want to do.
Yep.
And it really does become hard at that point.
Right.
Man, I read constantly books and audio books. Anything about Malcolm Gladwell I love, but a lot of things about mindset, man. I read like old Black World War II books on how they were able to get past crazy odds and be able to succeed. There's a book called Brothers in Arms about the 761st Black Panther Regiment.
Right.
They were all these kids in this regiment wanted to be pilots, but in that time in America they couldn't be pilots, so they made them tank drivers.
Oh wow.
And these guys are so crazy. Jackie Robinson was one of them too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and they went to Europe and they kicked butt, man. And they had to come home and still deal with all that crap. But hearing their story and how they pushed through, I always go back to those and say, man, if they went through that, then I got no excuse.
Right. I love that.
There's a couple books. This guy named Jocko Willink called Extreme Ownership. I believe in that too, man. A lot of times nowadays people don't know the difference between fault and responsibility, you know.
That's a word.
Yeah, for real. There's a lot of things that happen. It may not be our fault, but it's our responsibility to take care of it.
Ooh,
and
that's preaching.
And
Deep.
yeah, that's
on the deep end.
yeah, man. And
Bro just tosses me at 13 feet. I can't swim. Nah.
yeah, man. I take responsibility. When I was a young guy, I became a teacher, teaching welding, and I was always the youngest teacher for a while. And one thing that I decided in my life is to enjoy responsibility. I would look forward to somebody say, "Hey, can you do this?" Yes, I'll do it. And I learned to live within that responsibility and change too. I embrace it. If I'm not doing something for growth, I feel stagnant. Like when I taught at Cedar Hill High School for a couple years, and we would get those summers off, I hated it, man. Because I was just sit home and not know what to do. My wife hated it too because I get on her nerves. But I learned with that type of mindset that you can do almost anything you set your mind to, man. You just got to plan it out and take responsibility for it, you know?
Yeah.
And folks, that's the fit and sanity way right there. Exactly what we're talking about is that mindset. Do it. Don't let anything else deter you from what you're supposed to be doing at the end of the day. Again, whether it's fitness, your hobbies, whether it's you playing the video games, whatever that gets you through the day, keep doing that and don't let anything deter you from that. That's the fit and sanity way. That's what we're here. That's why we're talking about it.
Right. And one thing I feel like another thing people should realize is like, hey, you are doing enough. Sometimes you are. You know, you wake up, you go to work, you do everything you can in a day, and that's okay sometimes. I'll ask you guys a question. Do you feel like we're our own biggest haters or our own worst enemies?
Definitely.
Because I feel like we can cause our own depression.
Oh, yeah.
Making us feel
It's called
like,
self-sabotage.
right.
Man.
We don't feel like we're doing enough. We're not far enough in life. I mean, all of us as motivated gentlemen, we go after it. We've all been there. And I'm sure a lot of the listeners feel like, oh, man. I mean, you got to think about the state of the economy right now. New grads are having a hard time finding jobs and everything like that. So even like if we go into fitness, I work with so many clients that are like, look, I'm trying, I'm eating right, and it's taking so long, and I always have to remind them this is not like it's not gonna happen fast. Like it's gonna take time, it's gonna take consistency, and that's one of those things where they just keep getting up, do it over and over, and then eventually you'll look back and be proud.
Hell, even those failures are not really failures. They're lessons on how to succeed, you know?
Right.
And there's been so many times I started businesses or tried to, and it just crapped the bed, man. But each time I mess up or fall down, I learn something, how not to do it. And then soon enough, something works, do that until it stops working, and then keep changing it up. With my fitness goals, man, it's the same way. I remember when I first started working at the gym.
Right.
I was like, man, I'm going to come here 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And then I forgot that Brazilian dude's name that was working there. And at first, man, I was just going there just to sign up and start getting active, and then he talked me into signing up, and I sell stuff a lot, and so I knew everything he was doing. I still did it. I was like, man, dude, all right, I do it, and that's how I met you.
Right.
But one thing I told him, and it was an excuse that I think of now, but I don't let it stop me. I told him I'm free until I ain't. And it's true, man. Once I get busy, especially like this time of year. But I still find a way to take a break, get in the gym, do something, even if it's for 45 minutes. There's been times we have a whole hour session. I'm like, hey, man, this is going to be it. I got to go.
We definitely had to cut it short.
Yeah.
I definitely, if we can, say, I kind of want to take a little small step back. And you said something a while ago, Feraud, that I've been saying for a good minute now, about how life is pretty much you learn from your mistakes. How I started figuring out life, and again, life is all about failure. And some people kind of take a look, wait a minute, I'm supposed to succeed. That is true, but how else do you learn? When if those mistakes are not put there for you to make those mistakes?
It's only a failure if you stop at that point.
Bro, this man here is literally hitting every point that again what we're all about here. If you life is just about failure, because if you fail at this, later on how to succeed from it later, makes you a much better person later on.
Oh yeah, I agree. Shoot, look at what's going on in our country now. You got a lot of people who fail, stop, and succeed somehow, but don't learn those lessons that bad failure would have. Like, let me tell you, whenever I go and look for work, a lot of times I drive for dollars, which means I go to different shops, stop by, say hello, give out a card. People look at me dumb all the time.
Oh, I can imagine.
Look like, hey man, get out of here, or just, are you looking for a job? Kind of, yeah. And then I give them a flyer and stuff. And so at this point now, man, failure, I look at it, you got to get through that no to get to a yes. And same thing with working out. Those pains, you got to get through it. It's the obstacle. You got to push through it. And once you do that, man, success is going to be on the other side, and you're going to have the endurance to push through. But then comes the real hard part, is being able to handle that success without it destroying your life.
Isn't that what we call a PR in the gym, Tay?
Oh yeah, man.
That's what you're working it up to.
Exactly.
All you men out here talk about, I can do 315.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine, but that's fine. How many times can you push that 315?
Exactly.
Right.
Or you're not going home and rolling out muscles with, let's say, lacrosse ball. Like, we were working out and I was having knee problems, and all it was just my shins were tight and had to roll it out. And people ain't doing that stuff. They have the PR that they achieved, but they're not doing the small stuff, which will break down that PR. And that would be your best that you could ever do if you're not doing these little steps to help you push through it.
That's a word right there.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Exactly. And so, and I feel like that's one of those things where it's like, okay, there's never going to be a perfect condition, never going to be a perfect time. I know I hear a lot, you'd be surprised. Like, we're going to do a thing at some point where we're going to come up with an excuse of the day segment. Because I've heard so many.
Oh, yeah. I got them all the time.
Not right now because of A, B, and C. Not right now because, I was like, bro, it's your health.
Oh, yeah.
Your life. Like,
I have asthma. If my butt is in the gym doing jump ropes all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Looking like a bag of potatoes jumping.
So it's a little bit off topic, and I just want to put this out here. So everyone thinks that when it comes to personal training, I don't need personal training. I don't need this. I don't need that. I'm good. You realize that a personal trainer is not just to help you out with that training, is to give you that structure. Because some people come in the gym and they're thinking, okay, I'm gonna hit chest, or I may hit back tomorrow, or I may do legs today. But a trainer will actually say, hey, today we're hitting legs. Tomorrow we're hitting back. It's a structure.
Or the technique too.
Yeah, and the technique, like, okay, you don't think LeBron James, you don't think Patrick Mahomes, you don't even think Tony Romo had trainers as they were going through their whole entire deal.
Oh my God.
They have trainers to the day they either retire from football or however the situation may seem.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes is not going there just lifting 50-pound dumbbells. I'm pretty sure he has to lift lightweight to keep that quarterback arm strong.
Exactly.
Shoot.
Yeah.
A lot of us have shoulder pains, like y'all were talking about your last podcast, right? But a lot of that comes from not having a trainer watch you. He's like, hey, man, you're pushing this the wrong way. Like whenever we work out, you're always correcting me on how to lift weights, And without that trainer, you can only do so well. It's like reading, and or even better, YouTube University.
Yeah,
it's
like
doing that. I'm gonna tell you something that I do a lot. If I need to fix something or build something, first I would call, because we're always lazy at first,
Right.
And I have a number in my head. And if you're passing them, I'm like, ooh, let me look that up first, and then I do it. And about now, I'm handy. I tell my sons this every day: don't just be handsome, be handy. Learn how to fix stuff in your life, and you'll be able to do a lot of stuff. But on the way there, if you don't have training from somebody outside of that YouTube, you're gonna mess up.
This is my thing, because how you think they got where they are?
Yeah,
it's like if I have a secret to something, and Tay comes to ask me, or you come ask me, I need to be able to be like, hey, this is how I did it. Some people like to gatekeep, and I'm just like,
yeah, that's not me.
How did you get there?
Yeah,
someone taught you. You just didn't wake up one day and like, oh, I'm Arnold, and you just didn't wake up doing that. Someone had to teach you, and then you became successful in that way.
I think when people gatekeep, they really don't understand what they're doing, and they gatekeep so that people put them on a pedestal. And
stroking their ego.
Yeah. But if you really know how to do something where you can teach somebody, that's the level of expertise that all of us should strive to have.
I agree.
If you could teach somebody how to do deadlifts correctly, and even like the little small stuff there that people who gatekeep stuff don't tell you, that's where the magic's at.
Right.
It's like these people selling these guru classes.
Yeah.
I hate those
There's
things.
so
those guys.
many.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Can we touch base on those at some point?
I have a book to sell in the class.
As a trainer, you're gonna get. If you're a trainer, I'm pretty sure me and Jordan has close to the same feed and algorithm on social.
Oh yeah,
and you're gonna get a lot of that.
Yeah, there's this young guy from England I watch a lot. He just be goofing on those guys who give the entrepreneur type of motivation speeches. Like, if you go to sleep, you need to be working 96 hours in your sleep. Like, just crazy stuff.
Bro, I'm going to sleep. That's I'm right. 96 hours. My brain. I'm good.
This is why it's called fit insanity.
Yeah,
because
man.
we worry about our mental health here, and we're not. No.
And those guys never tell you there's a whole team behind him doing the stuff in the background.
Exactly.
And they're going to have you stress out just to buy a book of theirs and then figure out, like, hey, he was lying.
And sometimes you have to learn the hard way.
Yeah, I know, man.
Unfortunately, we've all had to
There's the
learn
failure
hard
part right there.
I got
the failure.
I got another key of wisdom for everybody too, man. Learn your mistakes from other people.
Oh my God, yeah.
Dude, I watch people all the time like, ooh, I'm not going to do that.
You know what I will say? So my sister, my youngest sister,
yeah,
she's doing great things, right? She's in Spain right now. She can move to Spain, you know what I mean? Just up and move. So it's just dope, right? So something like that where I would always ask her, I was like, dude, how'd you never, because I made a lot of mistakes. The other siblings have. And she was like, no, I just watched everything y'all did.
Yes,
and I didn't do that.
Exactly, man.
Like, genius.
Yep.
That's exactly how
Yep.
you should learn. Just
Yep.
learn from your mistakes.
You're probably
100%.
sitting back thinking, I ain't letting you do this to me never again.
Yep, 100%.
It's a lesson, though.
But that's that failure. You can learn from failures.
Exactly.
It don't have to be yours. Hopefully, they're not yours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and that makes you pay attention.
Oh, yeah,
And
definitely.
now, like when I research, even with going into the podcast, okay, I'm going to look at what can go wrong first.
Oh, yeah.
on that, I'm like, okay, where are the failure stories, not success stories? Because success stories are great, but I need failure stories. I need resilience, right? I need to know how hard was it, and did you still stick in?
And what did you do to get pushed through it? So when I run into it, I'm able to push through it and knock it out.
Right. And it's the same thing we teach in the gym, right?
Yeah, most
exact
definitely.
Same thing we teach. Every time you get on that scale, you're not going to be happy.
Oh yeah, I'm at the point I don't care. I'm like, all right, give me the information, let's fix it. But
Exactly.
yeah, I think that's another thing too that people struggle with is like especially at the gym, we all come there to fix ourselves, and we see these people in shape and stuff, and you're like, man, I don't want to do that,
Right.
or look goofy in here. And I'm at that point in my life. I don't even care. I have that jump rope we talk about all the time.
Yeah.
I bring it, and I know I look goofy as hell jumping rope in there.
Nah, you look good.
And you can say that, man. I already know. I see these people walk by, I almost get smacked with that thing, and I'm up here every 30 seconds have to stop. But it's all part of the process.
It is.
And I just don't.
The cool thing about it is,
about
always remember you're not the only one in there that thinks they're doing something weird in the gym. It's
Yeah.
always
It's not that
person.
I think about it. I know I am.
I catch people sometimes in the gym and they're doing a silly workout, and sometimes like I know one of the guys I know, his name is Malcolm, and he's always running back and forth, doing certain exercises, and people like that. Is he okay? Like, he's training. Like, what is he training for? Dude's an athlete. Dude came from playing baseball. So we have you got to look at it. Some people come in there, either they're boxing, either they're doing something for some type of sport, some type. Some people come in there that I know when I used to work early in the mornings. They're just people being just be sprinting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I'm just like, what are you really doing? Training for speed.
Yeah.
Not to mention they're actually they're runners.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you just never know. Like I said, you again, you're not the only one.
Yeah, I know. I used to do jiu-jitsu, and I would go to gym to do certain lifts that mimic you picking somebody up, sweeping them and stuff, and you do it with plates and stuff on the ground. And I knew I looked goofy up there doing like 50 yards of me pushing a 45-pound weight with my foot across my body. But what that mimics is you have to sweep somebody sometime to get them off their feet. But if you're jumble off the street, you don't know that.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's like these people you see on Instagram or TikTok doing the crazy cable pulls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, some of them, I know they don't know what they're doing. You get flung across the gym. But
We all seen the video.
Yeah.
We see it. Hey, yeah, we see it. I can't. Yeah. But so let me ask you a question, and this is like, so you went through everything with your wife. You started your business. You had the kids. You had the family. You were trying to work out, trying to do everything. How did you keep your mental health in check?
I got to stay busy.
Just finding a hobby.
Yeah,
Staying busy.
that's it, man. And talking with my wife. There's something wrong, I always tell her about it, and she tries to help me where she can. And then I pray a lot, man, like constantly, especially during this stuff, man.
Yeah.
They say God gives you the battles you can handle, but I didn't ask for none of this, and definitely my wife did.
Yeah, that's
But,
a word.
yeah,
say
man.
Say that again for
Yeah.
the people in the back.
As God gives you these battles that He knows you can handle, but we didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
But part of that is the growth. We push through it and survive it. Like right now, I bet you can't tell my wife she can't do nothing.
Oh, yeah.
She'll probably look you in the face and be like, "What?
Yeah. And so,
What'd you say to me?"
Yeah.
Hold my
Yeah,
beer."
my man.
Right.
Yeah, my man can do anything.
Right.
I love it though.
Yeah, but mentally, I got to stay busy. Like I said, those hobbies that I do, they help me be able to focus nervous energy into something positive. And even while I'm doing that, I'm thinking of other problems in my head that are going on in my life, and it allows me to really break down something. I like to build stuff, and those processes of going through making, let's say, I used to do leather work, making a wallet. Me going through every step from buying the material to the machines to all of that, those steps help me build foundation to handle problems in my life, to be able to break down problems to something that's more manageable, and succeed. I remember when I first started doing leather work, I bought a sewing machine just off rip.
Yeah.
And my wife, you ain't never sewed before. I said, I know, but I'm going to get it. And by the end of that day, I sold some stuff.
That's good.
Yeah. But doing that stuff, man, I was traveling a lot and I was having problems. It was helping me be able to handle that, you know.
Right.
Hobbies are very important, man.
I agree.
And they help you more than you think.
Okay.
We can't just be idle looking at like dumb stuff on TikTok or doom scrolling
Right.
that the kids say now. I feel
Yeah.
so old.
I've never heard of doom scrolling.
No,
I've
Yeah,
heard of it.
yeah.
It's just scrolling mindlessly. Basically.
Yeah, you ever be on
you just
TikTok
scrolling.
just going through and then you look
It's
up
like
like
going
an
down a
hour
rabbit hole.
later?
I literally would look at a few videos and then I just completely just turn it off and start playing video games.
Yeah,
after a
yeah,
while,
yeah.
'cause I guess now that's what you're calling it.
People do it all the time.
Yeah.
Don't even realize it, man.
Yeah. That's
On
true.
your phone, look at activity for screen time. You'd be surprised.
Because I think that's what people do when they're in the gym, where it takes them so long to get off the freaking machine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You working more carpal tunnels than you're working the actual
Oh, yeah.
machine itself.
Oh yeah.
Smith machine, adductor, abductor. Those
Yeah.
machines are never available.
And I be wanting to use the machines. I'm like, well, okay, I want to work my abductors.
I want to,
We
too.
used it one time at the gym, and this lady, she was just mean mugging us, man.
Oh yeah. The machines don't belong to anyone, y'all. They're the gyms. We can find something else to do until.
They're like, yeah, right. I got my towel on. It's mine.
That'll make it right.
Right,
Take it off.
Here's another mindset for the gym too. Take a shower before you go to the gym. Please. Please.
Yeah.
Aromatherapy is part of mindset too. It helps clear the mind.
You said something. You said, okay, put it like this. You said what was on our minds. We're just gonna keep it at that.
Man,
I'm not.
my
even
wife,
gonna
if you're
comment
gonna
on
comment on
she makes fun of me. Say, why you take a shower before you go to the gym? I said it's one thing to leave the gym funky, but coming there is wild.
that.
That is wild.
Alright. That's hilarious and true.
That should be on people's mindset right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. We end this thing with
You can't concentrate on life. Concentrate on funkiness. Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
Or
There's your sponsor right there for deodorant.
Deodorant. Say deodorant comes in handy, y'all.
Yeah.
Man, like I would say, this conversation hit hard. So, Feraud, if there is a message for someone who feels like life is too heavy right now, they got too much going on, they can't get back in the gym because this is going on or that's going on, what would be your takeaway? What would you tell them right now if they're like, man, I'm listening to this guy and I want to, we just need to push them over the hump? How do we get people over the hump today?
I'm going to say something that's probably going to be a little bit out there, but there's a saying that we got at my house. It's called shit or get off the pot.
I love that.
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot.
For real.
I've heard that several times.
We got excuses all day.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, those 24 hours are going to go by, and you're either going to get something done or not. I have excuses all the time,
Right.
and I still have them at the gym.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You're-
all the
yeah.
time. I still go. I push through it. I'm complaining the entire time. I get home, I complain like, man, I can't believe that, and then I feel better than the next day.
Right.
Excuses are just words that we put on ourselves as limitations, but they have no weight. We just got to get it done.
I love that.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Jordan, you got some final thoughts?
Well, I mean, to be honest, we gotta stop putting excuses, saying that I can't do this or I can't do this. There are people out there that have way more issues than we have, and we just have to. Honestly, we just have to keep pushing forward, man. If no one else is going to motivate you, you got to motivate yourself.
Right.
And like you said, you said some big things, Feraud. We again, like I said, like you said, shit, get off the pot.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I mean? Just push yourself. And that's what really matters at the end of the day. You said 24 hours. At some point, you got to do something.
Yep. Might as well push some weight.
Either you're gonna put it like this, and then this is my takeaway from all this. Either you're gonna put it in drive, either you're gonna put it in park. One of the ways is gonna have to work some way.
I love that.
Can I add to that?
Go for it.
So, I hate blurpees with a passion, right? The reason why I hate blurpees, because you can always do a push-up and you can always jump. No matter how tired you are, you can always do one of the two.
Right.
And that's why they're so diabolical. You be dead tired, but you're going to have to push up to get up.
You got to
at
get yourself
one time.
back up.
And you gotta
That's a
always make
word.
that jump.
Yeah. That's a word.
I-
Look at
It
that.
is.
You should love burpees then at this point.
I do. I know. I have a love-hate relationship with
You
them.
should love it.
I hate them
You don't have to
because
do it.
growing up here in Texas for football
Uh-huh.
and grades, I would do them a lot.
Really? Oh, because of
yeah, grades. Man, there's probably a print in Duncanville High School field right now for
was
me
you?
doing burpees. For real. I probably pushed the world down more than it's come up. So,
Calm down there, Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
and not in no cool way like that.
Yeah, that is hilarious. So listen, guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, share it with someone who needs the encouragement, right? Follow us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon. We're across all of everything. All right. And connect with us on socials. Find me, Tay_D Great, the letter D. Tay the Great, Instagram, TikTok. Jordan, what's your socials?
It'll be Alpha Wolf _bodybuilding. That's also, again, for my IG and for my TikTok as well. You guys know I posted on there a lot. Again, send me some feedback. Like I said, if it's not me, send it to my boy Tay. And let's just continue to have this great time with each other and continue to grow as we continue to grow and grow.
Feraud, you got some. Let's give out that business socials. Let's. People got to find you, bro.
Yeah. So on TikTok is where I mostly be at. Weld Whisperer is my my handle. Yeah, I'll be looking at welds all the time.
Yeah.
Also about making excuses. You don't need to make an excuse to buy a fire pit from fnadistribution.com.
There you go.
We sell laser cut parts and accessories, and you can always find us either through Tay or Jordan, and we just go from there.
And also, just to expand on his business, it's not just that, like, if a part of another little thing we're going to do is, like, he could probably make necklaces, like dog tags, stuff like that.
If you look on our TikTok page, you see some of the stuff we laser edge. We cut plate. If you want gym equipment, we can do that too, man.
There you go.
So,
see, that's what got to put you out there. Got to
just give us a plan that you want to do, and we'll make it happen.
Might have to look you up on that as well, because I might need a few things.
Man, you don't see how thick this plate is,
bro. I might need a Captain America shield made.
Yeah, let me know.
Oh, dude,
let me know. I'll cut it out.
That's something you would do.
of course.
Yeah, that's
As you guys don't know about me, I'm a big Captain America fan. So again, just know that.
That's very light skinned of him, man. Some light
funny.
No,
I am light skinned. It is what it is.
all right.
I used to be. For real.
For real.
Yeah, look at my baby pictures.
Oh,
Jaundice
okay.
is
I was
out.
like,
Oh, God.
I was like, what happened? Because
Man, the sun got me.
I didn't get the memo. Done.
Was it
Like,
the
I didn't
symbiote?
get mine.
The symbiote got me.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
goddamn.
But yeah, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep lifting, keep laughing, and keep your sanity. We are out.
Sir.
Yeah, we crushing today. Now it's time for the flex. Mind heavy, heart steady. We demand and respect. Fit insanity, the code. We don't break, we don't bend. Every setback is set up. Every loss is a win. Keep the pressure on your goals. Let it sharpen your aim. Hustle hard, move smart, stay ahead of the game. Till the next time we link, keep the fire inside. It's the we rise.